And there it is, just like Christmas morning. We're live here in the Coffee Club.
Yep. Jill Christopher joins us in studios from the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Red River Valley. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Thanks for coming in and doing this with us. We love it.
It's so fun.
Okay.
So fun.
So let's talk about this. Last year, $40,000.
Last year was epic. Epic.
Yep. It ended where all three of us were crying.
Yep, absolutely.
Remember that, Ronnie?
I do.
Yeah.
I'll try to hold it together this year.
Do you know the other thing I remember? Do you remember the weather last year?
I do,
Yeah,
because we talked about it.
Pretty
It was
cold,
crappy.
I thought.
It was
Yeah,
awful.
yeah.
I was going around the roundabout to get here this morning and remembering last year, driving through that going, this was a bad choice that I came this way to get to the studio.
I do remember,
And
Jill.
like today I didn't even wear a coat.
I know. And I remember talking last year, too, about how Santa was coming to the Ronald
Yes.
McDonald House and worried about him not being able to make
I
it
know,
because of the
right?
weather. I remember
know.
it completely.
So
Yeah.
funny. What a difference a year makes. But
I
yeah,
know.
but last year was epic. We had
It was epic. We'll see. We'll see if we can do it this year. I mean, we want to.
of course
The
well, of
money,
course, yeah.
the money is a godsend for you guys.
Absolutely. You know, it makes such a difference for the families that we serve to not have to worry about paying, to stay there, to just, it makes a world of difference.
And Jill, I think most of us know about the Ronald McDonald House and what it does. But if somebody listening doesn't know that, give us kind of the rundown.
Absolutely. So at the Ronald McDonald House, we provide housing and support for families who have children in the hospital. So at our Ronald McDonald House, families can come and stay for as long as they need. So some are there for a day. Some are there for many, many months. It might be a child who was born prematurely, so is in the NICU, kids with cancer, different surgeries, all sorts of medical reasons that children need medical care. They can come and stay at the Ronald McDonald House at no charge. We have a kitchen, we have laundry, we have playrooms, game rooms, all the things that you would have at your house, we have there. So they can really focus on what matters most, getting their child well.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, Ronald McDonald House, for those families that are going through a very difficult time, mean everything to these families, and you guys are truly a godsend to them too, and helping them get
thank
through
you.
with it.
Well, you know, and then there's something too about being surrounded by other people who are going through something similar. You know, to know
Support system.
Yeah, you have
Absolutely.
such a built-in support system, not only from the staff but from those other families, and to watch them become friends. You know, the kids are playing siblings, having someone to hang out with while they're, you know, kind of along for the ride. It just is amazing.
I'm sure they meet there,
Yeah.
and then they stay lifelong friends.
I think they do. Yeah, I think
bet.
there's a fair amount of them.
They have that special bond.
And then we have these like super fun moments. We have a total, she calls herself a trickster. We have a little girl and her sister. You guys, they got me so good the other day.
What'd
Old
they do?
school, snake in the can. I screamed. They got exact reaction. And I was like, way to bring back a classic,
I would have
right?
screamed too.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was amazing. It looked like a Pringles can here. I thought it would be helpful. I even asked Mom if it was okay if I opened it because it was dinner time, you know, like
Yeah.
trying to be respectful. Yeah. They were all in on it, and they got the exact reaction they were going for. So.
And I bet they laughed and
Oh,
laughed and
for
laughed, and it made their
hours.
day,
Yep,
and probably the day after.
Yep.
And
Believe it or not, if you want to nail one of your family members for the holidays, you can still get those pop out of the can
Sure.
things at
I
Party.
didn't know you could still get them.
At Party City, they have them. So
Oh,
yeah.
Is that where they're at?
Okay, now I know. I'm bringing it back, man.
Yeah, I
It
didn't
was-
know they were still available.
They have gotten everyone on our staff that didn't see it happen to someone else. So there's a few they missed out on, but they've
Oh,
gotten
they're
other
having
guests.
fun.
One of the moms in the house even washed her hands before she opened it because she didn't want to spread germs, and she was kind of mad about that. I mean, like in a joking way, but like hilarious. Like everyone's so thoughtful, and then here she thought she was being so thoughtful, washing her hands, and there it was just a snake, a good old-fashioned snake in a can.
That's wonderful. I
Yeah,
love it.
it was great.
Yep. So they're having a good time there too.
They
and-
are, you know, and that's the beauty of it. You can have these moments of normal, these moments of fun, these things that you don't always get when you're in the hospital.
No.
And we want to make sure that you have those. So that's great.
Yep. Wonderful.
Well, and I know last year you had told us kind of when this thing all got started. There are Ronald McDonald House in the Red River Valley that were raising funds for today, but they're all over the country as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
So-
over 380 Ronald McDonald houses in the world. So they're all over the place. Near over 90% of the children's hospitals in the world have a Ronald McDonald house right next door to make sure that families don't have to worry about that. But the other part that's really neat is that we're all independent 501c3s.
Yeah.
So the funds we raise today stays right here in the Red
Right.
River Valley, which I love.
And Jill, too, if I remember correctly, the location here in Fargo is only one in North Dakota, correct?
There's one in
Or they do-
Bismarck as
they
well.
do have one
Yep.
in Bismarck.
There's one in
Okay.
Bismarck as well. But yeah, they run separately from us. But yeah,
Okay.
there is one in Bismarck as well.
All right. So should
Well,
we get this party started?
We certainly can. Of course, we've got a break coming up here in just a few minutes. But before we take that, we will tell you the details on the coin. Again, you're more than welcome to look the details up, but it's an 1896 Series S Liberty Double Eagle $20 gold piece. And
It's beautiful.
I believe another one of the serial number details is AU58.
Yeah, that's a rating of what
And-
condition it's in.
And also, if you want to see it, our incredible production team, they put it together. It looks like QVC. I'm not going to lie, it does.
It does. It totally does.
You
I was
can
going to
go-
say that's the part that I loved last year is, we had a picture of the coin, which is up on the
Yeah.
screen now, but I felt like, you can get a special deal on this today.
So
I know,
you can
but do
go to our
notice
Facebook page.
It's like rotating.
It
He has,
is,
like, all this
yeah.
special
It looks like
equipment. Yeah,
QVC.
it's amazing.
So you can go to our Facebook page, The Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie, and there's going to be, you can watch this.
Yeah.
So you can see the coin on there.
And if you're a
As well.
YouTuber, we have a 970 WDAY
It's
page
up on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Before we go to break, we're going to tell you too that we are going to start the bidding at $500.
Yes.
So when we come back from break, we're going to start this.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, we'll take a break. Be right back on the Ronald McDonald House coin auction.
In the wonders of the holiday season, may you find peace, hope, and joy. That is the wish that West Funeral Home sends this holiday season. At West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center, it is our commitment to family and community, along with the little things that make the difference. From our home to yours, cherish the memories and celebrate the season. Merry Christmas from the staff at West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center. Visit us online at westfuneralhome.com.
Hey, neighbor, what's going on?
Just standing in my driveway with my new snowblower from Lakeland General Store.
You know, there's no snow forecasted for the week.
Wait, is that a flake?
Well, I don't see anything.
This Toro Power Max 826 can handle anything winter throws at us, so I've got to be ready.
Mind if I stand out here and wait with you?
Welcome to the team.
Are you ready to move some snow? Make it easy with Toro snowblowers from Lakeland General Store. Big box selection with small store know-how. Highway 59 and online at lakelandgeneralstore.com.
Hello from the WDAY News Center. I'm Ty Schoenert with your news update. School officials say a Moorhead High School student's in custody after posting an image of a weapon on social media. The school district notifying parents in an email Wednesday night. School administration says they learned a photo of a weapon was circulating on social media, quickly identifying a suspect. The student was removed from the school, taken into custody by law enforcement. No threats were made to students or staff in this incident. WDAY Radio reached out to school district and the Moorhead Police Department for more information. The Minnesota Department of Health Office in Medical Cannabis warning users of certain products with potencies over the legal limits. The legal limit of those products, 50 milligrams per package with 5 milligrams each serving. The Department of Health finding illegal high-dose derived products in nearly 40% of establishments surveyed. If those items are found, they will be destroyed. Retailers found selling illegal doses get a fine of up to $10,000. And a somber day in Beulah. Family members, friends, and colleagues gathering yesterday at the funeral of Deputy Paul Martin. He died earlier this month during a police chase involving Ian Kramer, the son of North Dakota Senator Kevin Kramer. The funeral held by a Beulah high school, followed by a 2-mile procession through town. He was an 18-year veteran of law enforcement, leaving behind a wife, 3 children, and 4 grandchildren. I'm Ty Schoenert with WDAY, RadioNow.com. First with the news when you need to know.
Light up the season by treating yourself to a new vehicle at Pucklich and Valley City. Choose from our wide selection of over 100 new Chevys available with special end-of-year savings. That means save nearly $8,200 on select new 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500s. As we wrap up the year, we would like to thank our loyal community as you have made our success possible. Merry Christmas from everyone at Pucklet Chevrolet GMC in Valley City. See dealer for details.
Zane Erickson, owner of North Star Egg. We started North Star Egg because I saw a need for friends and neighbors, trying to find unique egg equipment to solve a problem. Now, years later, we've built North Star Egg into a full-service facility with space to house and repair equipment for growers all over North Dakota. Spreaders, tenders, sprayers, grain carts, and bins from name brands you can trust. So whether it's a new piece of equipment, a part or a quick fix, North Star Egg is your one-stop shop. North Star Egg, committed to quality and committed to you.
The Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie on WDAY Radio.
And we are back on the Ronald McDonald coin auction. It is 9:38, year number 2 of this auction, and honored to be a part of it.
Yep, Jill Christopher joins us in studio. She is with the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Red River Valley. You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Ready
I'm excited.
All right, people, let's get our bidding on. All the proceeds from this coin auction goes to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities, helping children and their families as they have their stays in the hospital. We are going to start the bidding at $500. To call and place a bid, you need to call our phone number, which is 701-293-9000.
Right.
Ronnie, do you want to do the description of the coin again?
Yeah, it is a 1896 Series S Liberty Double Eagle gold coin. The rating is AU58. So based upon that information, it's a $20 gold piece. You can look that up and check out the value anywhere. And, of course, we have some local coin dealers in Fargo-Moorhead if you want to contact them as well. But it's a terrific coin, which you're seeing on our monitors right now as well if you're on the live stream.
Yeah, and to go on the live stream, just go ahead and go on our Facebook page, which is the Coffee Club, with Janae and Ronnie, and I believe Michael just cross-posted it as well on the WDAY Facebook page as well. So if you go to either one of those, you're going to be able to see this live stream, and there is a picture, images of the coin up there on that feed. Like I said, it looks like QVC. Michael did a really, really good job putting that together.
He did such a great job.
He does.
Such
yes, he really
put
does.
Into it.
It's a beautiful coin. Again, this is all thanks to Fargo Parts and Equipment. They are the ones that provide the coin for this every year. So this wouldn't be possible without them.
Absolutely. Great people over there.
Absolutely. So bidding, $500. Ronnie, do you want to try a bidding voice? An auctioneer?
Oh, you know.
I did it last year and it wasn't good. Remember?
I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I can fake it pretty well, but hey, well, all right, now give it in at 20, you know, I mean, I can fake it, but it's not going to make a lot of sense. So,
but you did very well.
There's trust me, we both know there's guys out there that go to school.
They do,
for that and win awards, and
and you can see them, you know, at an auction ring or a farm sale.
Yeah.
701-293-9000, starting bid $500. Last year we raised $40,000. It would obviously be nice to hit that again or break that record.
Yeah.
Bidding starting at $500, 701-293-9000.
Yeah, and we did a little research on the coin as well. We believe these to have been minted in San Francisco more than 110 years ago. So, you know, I mean, it's a piece of history because I'm not sure. You know, a lot of places minted coins back in the day, but there are only so many U.S. mints left. So these are pretty rare coins. And to get your hands on one, I think, would be amazing. Plus, as I discussed with Janae off air this morning, not only are you getting a coin for your collection or a treasured piece that you can keep in a safety deposit box or get something for your grandkids, but you're helping out the Ronald McDonald House.
Absolutely. And the families.
A win-win.
It is a win-win. Yep. Are you guys bringing Santa Claus back again this year?
Santa's coming next week. We're really excited.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on for Christmas. So we always have a Christmas store, quote unquote, where families can go and get the things they need. So we want to make sure families don't have to worry about fighting the crowds, dealing with shipping, all those extra funds that you might need to give the Christmas that you would like to have or would normally have. So we have a store, and they were working on setting it up. We had volunteers in yesterday setting it up, and you guys, it is full. It is so adorable. They've got games and
I'm sure
dolls
toys and yes.
so many toys, stuffed animals, everything from baby toys, teenager toys. But we also have gifts for mom and dad. So we have a section where the kids can come in and pick out something for mom and dad as well. And then we have all the wrapping paper and bows and all of the things. So they can really just
and wrap
have
it
a lot
there
of fun.
and have fun doing that too.
Yep.
That
so
is
they
wonderful.
Can have a lot of fun. And so all of our families, that will open up later this week. So we're excited about that. And then that's open through Christmas, which is really exciting. We have all sorts of activities and different things that are happening. But yeah, Santa's coming next Wednesday.
And, they're already stressed, and it just takes the stress out of the holidays.
Absolutely.
The holidays can be such a stressful time.
Well, yeah, and it's all those things, those moments that you want to have. You want your kids to get a chance to go and talk to Santa.
Mm-hmm.
But, waiting in a long line or trying to figure it out when you're not from Fargo, you're here from out of town, that can be tricky too. Where do you go? What's the line going to be? Here they don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Just
Makes it so wonderful. Mm-hmm.
And they're already excited. So
701-293-9000. We're starting the bidding at $500.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's a terrific looking coin. If you're watching live on either Facebook, on the Coffee Club Facebook page, or if you're a YouTuber, 970 WDAY YouTube page, also 970 WDAY Facebook page as well, you can actually see the coin's image on our screens. So
and to bid, please call the number 701-293-9000.
Yes.
Don't do it on a comment on one of the live streams.
Yep.
We would appreciate you call. Again, 701-293-9000. Bidding starting at $500.
And I should clarify, too, if you are wishing to remain anonymous, you can contact us and give us your bid. You can just give us your information off air. Now, if you choose to talk to us, you're more than welcome to. But you don't have to if you don't want to. We just need to get your first name, last initial, and phone number for Jill. So if you are the winning bidder, then we can contact you after the auction.
But that doesn't need to be said on air live.
Correct. Yes.
Jacob, our producer.
So you can remain anonymous if you would like to. Absolutely.
And another thing, too, is if there's people out there, and we know there are, and I'm sure listening too, that have used the Ronald McDonald House at any time and want to tell their story and how amazing it was for them and what they did for you, give us a call on that, too. We would love to hear it. 701-293-9000. Jill, is there a child or a certain family that will always, something just really special that you will always carry with you? I'm sure they're all
so
special.
many. So I've been there 13 years, and so there's so many families that you remember for different,
of course,
for different reasons. But the things that stand out are those like delightfully normal moments. Many, many years ago, there was a little boy who had cancer, and they'd gotten some particularly bad news that day. And, mom just needed a minute. Like, she needed a minute to kind of process what had happened. They thought they were going one way, found out not going that way. And so she was kind of sitting on the couch, just taking a deep breath. And he was just a little boy. He's 9 years old. He was a little boy. And he went and got the Mega Blocks, and all of a sudden, with all the staff that was available, we were having a battle. There was paper. He brought his paper and said, you need to make a plan because we're going to attack you, and you need to know how to defend yourself. And it was fake grenades. And we had this, and where it all started is someone donated one year a big tub of fake snowballs, which were literally hours of entertainment.
I
from
bet.
the staff, the guests, everybody. I mean, those snowballs, we found them later, after Christmas, behind things, under things, as you were cleaning under the couch and things. Here you'd find a fake snowball again.
Months later.
Yeah, right. Because they just they never really got put away. Like, they were just hours of fun. And so those were like grenades. I don't know. Like, just something you would absolutely imagine a group of 9-year-old boys doing, and just to have that moment where, he could have a lot of fun, give mom that breather to say, I need to kind of take in what just happened this morning. It's a day I was literally sweating, like we were running around. It was hilarious. It was fun. There'd be truces, but they'd be fake.
Yes.
They were like, every truce was fake. We'd like negotiate a truce, and then he'd be like, it was fake. And then snowballs would come flying, and it was super, like, it's just the stuff like that. That's
kids
really,
being kids.
Yeah.
Allowing kids to be kids, which is great. I love the Magic Room. If you haven't been over for a tour, please come over, stop on by. We're over on Agassiz Crossing South. We would love to show it off. We opened that location in May of 2018, but one of the features we added was what we call the Magic Room. And the Magic Room is a space where kids, whether the patient, the sibling, can go and pick out a toy. But there's a magic word that opens the door.
So you need to know that word to get in there.
Yep. So somebody from the staff will tell you what the word is. They're one-time use words. So you've got to, you've always got to find out what the word is for the door to open. And then they get to go in and pick out anything, and it's just so fun to watch them try to decide. And I always giggle too, because like every once in a while, like the kids are so sweet, like they don't want to be greedy. And so I like everything, people will say a lot about kids, but they are really good humans.
And that's really good to see, isn't it?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
But like they'll pick out like a Hot Wheel car. And I was like, keep the Hot Wheel, but grab something that like, those are $1.50 at the grocery store.
Right.
Like maybe $2 now. They've gone up a little bit.
Get
but
something big.
Get something big. Keep the Hot Wheel too. Get something bigger. They want to, share with all the other kids that are coming. And all of that is donated. All of those toys are donated. And we have a lot of them, and so that's really fun to see those moments.
Oh, absolutely. Jill, if people would like to donate too and bring things, can they bring toys to the Ronald McDonald House? Can people donate items?
Absolutely. Yeah, we always have a wish list on our website of our most needed items. And surprisingly, right now, our biggest needed item is toilet paper, which usually we're pretty well stocked, and we are down to one couple shelves of toilet paper, on one cart. So toilet paper is our biggest need right now, which I've never said. We've usually had a pretty good supply, so we've been really full, and that affects all of that paper goods stuff. So, but yeah, we'll always take things: laundry soap, paper towels, toilet paper, things like that are always on there. But yeah, our wish list is up on our website.
And then you can just drop it off.
Yep, absolutely. Drop it
off. What else do you
any
need?
day of the week.
Bedding, toiletries, anything like that?
Yeah, we don't need bedding. But yeah, toiletries, snacks are always great. So we have a fully stocked kitchen. So anything that somebody can stick in their purse, stick in their bag to go back and forth to the hospital is really nice. It keeps them from maybe having to leave to go down to the cafeteria, having to spend money. Gets those through those moments. I don't know. I mean, I have a son who gets hangry. I don't know if you can relate about hangriness.
I get hangry.
Right? I mean, we all do at some point, but like you can tell, and like one of my favorite stories, we were hiking, and he, like, you could always tell when we were reaching hangry, because like all of a sudden he hated hiking, and then we'd stop and have a snack break, and then he'd be like, "This is the best thing ever."
Yeah, much better.
I was like, "Yeah, we really need to keep you on a level pace here." And so those things are really nice. You can, mom and dad can stick them in their bag. They can have them in their pocket when they're up at the hospital.
Yeah.
So if now is not a good time to run and get a snack, or funds are tight, those are always super popular. We always joke that things like Doritos, Oreos, super popular. But also we have a lot of volunteer opportunities. So if you ever want to come and cook, so we try to have a meal for our families every night of the week. We have bakers that come in. There were some amazing of those peanut butter blossoms. That is like my weakness this time of year. So those were made the other day. So I've really had to stay out of the kitchen because I just can't resist. And they're not for me, so I need to stay out of there.
But the smell doesn't draw you in.
It does. That's the problem. It just like comes down the hall, and but yes, you can come in and cook. We're always looking for volunteers to help clean, make sure our space is just welcoming and ready for families. We have groups that come in and decorate for Christmas. We have all sorts of volunteer opportunities, so that's always an option as well.
And all doing such wonderful things.
Yeah, it's a little bit different now. We were in a pandemic a couple of years ago, and You know, I know my wife and I dropped off some toys in the evenings, and it was just, setting them by the door. But even talking to somebody through an intercom, you could hear how appreciative they were to receive those things. And, to know that kids are getting use out of that stuff to just take their mind off of what's happening is a very helpful thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. When it comes to dropping off toys, because we are, a week and a half away from Christmas?
Yeah.
What's the age that you're looking for toys? Because you know how toys will have an age group?
Yeah.
Do we go up to something for teenagers?
Right. So the biggest need we would have would be teenage.
Okay.
We are really well stocked on the younger ages, but teenage, if you have any ideas for teenage, headphones, earbuds, any sort of those like trendy mugs, the Stanleys or like wallet. I don't know. They come out faster than I can keep up. I'm clearly with my gray hair not trendy anymore.
Well, now that you mentioned tossing stuff, somebody gave this to me a few years ago, and it's been in the box ever since. I've never used it. It's a 12 cloth ball snowball fight in a box.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Now that would be a hit. I'm telling you, that would be a hit. But yeah, so anything you can think of for teenagers, we're always looking for things like that. Gift cards are always nice too. Gift cards to any of the retailers in town. Gas gift cards are really nice, so families are traveling back and forth.
Right.
Yeah.
Because occasionally we have folks where maybe one parent is here and one is home with the other kids, and they're going back and forth a lot more. That can get really expensive. So things like that, or things where we can hand out a gift card maybe to a teenager so they can pick out what they want is always nice.
I think that teenagers get overlooked sometimes because when we talk about bring Christmas is coming up, bring toys, and we're thinking of the younger kids right away.
Right.
So the teenagers always get overlooked. That's why I wanted to ask that.
Yeah. So teens is always something we're looking for.
All right.
All right. Well, 701-293-9000. We'll take a look at the latest agricultural markets and be right back.
Grains and oil seeds are mostly higher this morning. For the American Ag Network, I'm Richard Risfet with this market update. Grains and oil seeds are mostly higher this morning, save for the bean meal. Stock futures also rallied sharply after yesterday's Federal Reserve made no changes to interest rates. In fact, it made very few changes to its policy statement. Now, following 2 consecutive down days, soybeans and bean oil are both higher today. Pressure on Tuesday came from the sagging meal market, which just since November 15th had plunged $63 per contract as long funds reduced their exposure. Now, in the meantime, due to weak products, U.S. crush incentives declined as well, with the value of crushed versus uncrushed beans dropping to $1.77 per bushel and the lowest level in more than 2 years. In Friday's NOPA report for November, however, traders will be looking for a near-record crush number, with the estimate ranging from 186 to 188 million bushels. That's compared to 179 bushels of November last year. Rumors did float around yesterday about China picking up another 3 to 6 cargoes of old crop U.S. beans, so we will watch for a sale announcement for confirmation. Even though soy products have been under heavy pressure, the demand for both does remain strong. Wheat markets have been a bit erratic recently, seemingly up one day and down the next. All 3 wheat markets are rebounding early today, with the Paris milling wheat contract lower for the 4th time in the past 5 days. Now, the big plunge in the U.S. dollar to a 4-month low has provided some support for those wheat markets. The VIX is trading below 12 this morning, while the dollar index is leaking lower, and crude oil prices are around 3% higher. We'll get a look at the market numbers next. You're listening to the American Ag Network.
Sports allow us to play, learn, and grow. But there's something more important than victory. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe every athlete deserves to be safe. Safe from abuse and misconduct on and off the field. We equip athletes, parents, coaches, and others with the right education to recognize, prevent, and respond to harmful behavior. Join the movement to champion respect and end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org. Sports allow us to play, learn, and grow. But there's something more important than victory. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe every athlete deserves to be safe. Safe from abuse and misconduct on and off the field. We equip athletes, parents, coaches, and others with the right education to recognize, prevent, and respond to harmful behavior. Join the movement to champion respect and end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Let's get a look at the market numbers. March corn up 1 1/4 at 4.80 3/4. January beans up 4 3/4 at 13.12 1/4. Bean oil January up 78 at 50.61. Wheat Chicago March up 7 1/4 at 6.12 1/2. Kansas City March up 2 at 6.34, and the March Minneapolis wheat that's up 6 1/4 at 7.19 3/4. For the American Ag Network, I'm Richard Ristvet.
You're listening to The Coffee Club on WDAY Radio.
9:57 here on the Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie. We did get a bid. It's at $650 right now. So again, call, place your bid, 701-293-9000. It is that beautiful 1896 S Liberty Double Eagle AU58 golden coin. It is stunning. You can see it up on our Facebook page. Just go to the Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie. There's a video going, or WDAY to see the coin. We are at $650. Our number, 701-293-9000 to place a bid. Jill Christopher with the Ronald McDonald House is with us today doing this as well.
Yeah, and again, you can see the coin. There is a rotating image of it, both the front and back. So you can see it's a terrific looking coin. And whether or not you're a collector, it's still an important piece. And you're helping out the Ronald McDonald House by making your bid as well. And we do have a bid in. It is $650 is our first bid. Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing this till about 10:30 today. So stick around. We've got news, weather, and then back to the Ronald McDonald House coin auction on the Coffee Club.
With Jiffy Lube Multicare, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Where highly trained service technicians have your back, helping you take care of the small stuff before it becomes big stuff. Plus a full range of services from Pennzoil oil changes to tires, brakes, batteries, and more. We've got what your car needs, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Jiffy Lube, 620 Dakota Avenue, Wapaton.
The ultimate snowblower giveaway powered by Turf Tamers and brought to you in part by Hefty Seeds and Accent Plumbing is back. That's right. Visit WDAYRadioNow.com and click on the Hot Links tab for your chance to win a brand new Aaron's snowblower. We're going to need it this winter, and all you have to do is guess when the first 3 inches or more of snow will fall in 2024. Make your best guess by December 15th for your chance to win with WDAY Radio.
Weather and news, fast and first.
WDAY Radio, AM 970 and FM 93.1. WDAY, Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo.
Hello from the WDAY News Center. I'm Ty Schoenert with your news update. School officials say a Moorhead High School student's in custody after posting an image of a weapon on social media. The school district notifying parents in an email Wednesday night. School administration says they learned a photo of a weapon was circulating on social media, quickly identifying a suspect. The student was removed from the school, taken into custody by law enforcement. No threats were made to students or staff in this incident. WDAY Radio reached out to school district and the Moorhead Police Department for more information. The Minnesota Department of Health Office in Medical Cannabis warning users of certain products with potencies over the legal limits. The legal limit of those products, 50 milligrams per package with 5 milligrams each serving. The Department of Health finding illegal high-dose derived products in nearly 40% of establishments surveyed. If those items are found, they will be destroyed. Retailers found selling illegal doses get a fine of up to $10,000. And a somber day in Beulah. Family members, friends, and colleagues gathering yesterday at the funeral of Deputy Paul Martin. He died earlier this month during a police chase involving Ian Kramer, the son of North Dakota Senator Kevin Kramer. The funeral held by a Beulah high school, followed by a 2-mile procession through town. He was an 18-year veteran of law enforcement, leaving behind a wife, 3 children, and 4 grandchildren. I'm Ty Schoenert with WDAY RadioNow.com. First with the news when you need to know.
In the wonders of the holiday season, may you find peace, hope, and joy. That is the wish that West Funeral Home sends this holiday season. At West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center, it is our commitment to family and community, along with the little things that make the difference. From our home to yours, cherish the memories and celebrate the season. Merry Christmas from the staff at West Funeral Home and Life Tribute Center. Visit us online at westfuneralhome.com.
From ABC News, I'm Derek Dennis. A big day in the New York City trial of Hollywood actor Jonathan Majors, accused of assaulting his former girlfriend. Closing arguments are underway. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer says there are two sticking points.
Will you believe that Grace Jabari was injured by Jonathan Majors from all the video and the testimony that we saw and heard? And two, was Jonathan Majors justified in his actions after Grace Jabari admittedly took his property, that being his cell phone, and he tried to recover it from her?
Majors denies the assault. He faces up to a year in prison if convicted. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, it turns out, won't be testifying in the defamation case against him in federal court in Washington.
It's an abrupt reversal. Rudy Giuliani had indicated that he would take the stand in his own defense, but now Giuliani's attorney says he won't. A jury of 8 has already heard tearful testimony from Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss. They told of an onslaught of harassment following Giuliani's false claims that the Georgia election workers took part in voter fraud. The judge has already found he defamed them. The jury will now decide how much the cash-strapped former mayor owes them in damages.
ABC Stephen Portnoy. Also in Washington, President Biden blasting House Republicans and their impeachment inquiry against him. They're looking for any involvement in his son Hunter's business dealings.
Hunter Biden now faces federal tax and gun charges after a plea deal reached with prosecutors fell apart over the summer. He's pleaded not guilty on the weapons charge, and his attorneys say he's paid back the money he owed in taxes. Still, he has been under scrutiny by Republicans for his work with companies in Ukraine and China. So far, there's no evidence of the president's involvement.
ABC News White House correspondent Selena Wang. Also at the White House, the Biden administration securing commitments for more than 24 health insurance companies to follow new safeguards for artificial intelligence. The companies urged to be more transparent in using AI and to minimize risk. You're listening to ABC News.
Denise has been playing jazz for 40 years. Last concert, one of the musicians fell sick with RSV. Respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, is a highly contagious virus that can lead to breathing problems. This time, she's choosing to help protect herself with Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo. Abrysvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory tract disease caused by respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, in adults 60 years of age and older. Abrysvo is not for everyone and may not protect all who receive the vaccine. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its ingredients. People with a weakened immune system may have a decreased response to Abrysvo. The most common side effects are tiredness, headache, pain at the injection site, and muscle pain. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo, respiratory syncytial virus vaccine. For full prescribing information, please call 1-844-989-7284 or visit abrysvo.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Partly cloudy skies for today, unseasonably mild. We'll have highs in the mid to upper 40s, a little cooler over the thicker snowpack area in the northern valley. We'll have breezy conditions out of the south between 10 and 25. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy. We'll drop down to a low into the lower 30s. And as we head into your Friday, we're looking at a clipper system coming our way that will increase the clouds and give us a chance of a wintry mix changing over to snow by Friday night. From the WDAY Skywatch Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dean Wysocki.
Hi, I'm Kevin Wolf, president of Laney's. Are you considering remodeling your bathroom? Or maybe you're interested in upgrading your kitchen? If so, you need to consider Laney's for all of your plumbing needs. Our plumbers are courteous, clean, and professional, and you can trust that they will get it done right the first time. So for peace of mind, call us today at 237-0543 or visit us on the web at laneysinc.com.
828 is just great.
The Coffee Club on WDAY Radio.
10:06, and it is a magical day. We are raising money in the coin auction for the Ronald McDonald House, Charities of the Red River Valley. We are currently at $1,500.
Yeah, big jump over the break there.
Big jump.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I ran and grabbed water and I came back and we're at $1,500.
Wow. And thank you again. Both of our bidders have chosen to remain anonymous, and we certainly appreciate that and respect that.
Yep.
But we respect your bid so much because we know the folks at the Ronald McDonald House can do so much with that.
Mm-hmm.
And Jill and I, were talking off air when you were out getting coffee, Janae, that, and I'm sure you have too. I mean, I have a relative, my sister, a friend whose daughter had a preemie baby. When you've made utilization of what Ronald McDonald House provides, you have an understanding of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it means so much to do this auction.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you haven't used it yourself, somebody I'm sure has. Use the Ronald McDonald
really
House.
is. I mean, we've been here last year when I was here, we were celebrating our 40th anniversary. So we've been here 41 years, just about 41 years, tomorrow, in fact. And so, when you think about 41 years, it's literally thousands of families that have used the Ronald McDonald House here in Fargo. We've been in 3 different locations, and our new one serves 24 families a night. And we're really full right now. So we were at 23 yesterday with people ready to check in. So we're as fast as people are checking out, we're checking them back in, and it means so much to have that space and that ability to serve that many families so that we don't have to put people on a wait list.
Yeah, it's such a good thing that you do.
Yeah, and the creators of the Ronald McDonald House, Ronald McDonald Charities, unbelievably philanthropic people.
Yeah.
We're all familiar with that story, especially those folks in Grand Forks during the flood who no one knew how the money showed up for people who needed it. But then we all found out later it was the wife of the founder of McDonald's, Ray Kroc.
I know, right?
I didn't know that.
So, yeah.
Until right now.
Yeah, amazing. It's really fascinating. The story of the start of the very first Ronald McDonald House is one of my favorite stories. But one of the key players, her name was Dr. Audrey Evans, and they're actually making a film about her, a feature film that hopefully will be coming out this year. Yeah, but she was a pediatric oncologist in the 70s. And you guys, this is when women couldn't even get a credit card.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so, but she was leading the way in all sorts of things out and helped start the new Ronald McDonald House with McDonald's and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it literally went up like wildfire around the country. And that was in 1974 when that opened, and ours was opened in 82. And so we were on the cutting edge of getting things here. And that is thanks to some very wonderful people here who brought the idea back and said, hey, we can do this too. And here we are.
And there's going to be a movie about this.
Yeah, about Dr. Audrey Evans. And
Wow, awesome. That'll be really neat.
Yeah, but the Crocs with McDonald's, very, very generous people. McDonald's, very generous. The other thing I think a lot of people don't understand about the McDonald's is it's franchise. Yeah. So we're really supported by people who live here in this community.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the person who owns the McDonald's here in town lives in West Fargo. Like they're supporting local, and it doesn't feel like it, but it is. And
it is. Yeah.
They're supporting things here in town, and they're very generous people and do a lot for us at the Ronald McDonald House.
Well, and that's why, we say if you're going to give your charitable dollars, either make sure someone you can visit with every day here is local who's handling it, so you have somebody to know where your money's going. And make sure, if you can, that the money is spent here locally, because it benefits people that will utilize the facilities within that community or region.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. We are currently at $1,500. Call and place your bids, 701-293-9000. This is a beautiful coin. It's an 1896 S Liberty Double Eagle AU58. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
golden coin.
And my understanding is in the last 2 years, getting educated on exactly what coin valuing it means, and I'm still not, don't know everything, but that means the rating or the condition.
The
or something
condition,
like,
it has to do with the condition that it's
so
in,
that's it's obviously, I'm looking at it right now, as an amazing condition.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
well, and again, having been minted in San Francisco, I mean, you have a piece of history frozen in time. $20 gold piece is a Liberty Double Eagle $20 gold piece is an extremely rare coin that there are not if there are very many more of these around, they're either in the bottom of the ocean in a ship that hasn't been found yet, or you've got one here that somebody can buy today and help out the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah.
It's got, I just counted the stars on this because I wasn't sure there's 13. So for the 13 colonies is what that is for, that go around, the top of it.
Yeah, and then on one side it has the eagle and the shield, and then on the other side it has Lady Liberty with Liberty on the crown. So very intricate design, and that also again comes from a time where the designers of these coins were extremely intricate. It wasn't like just stamp press. It's an automated system. This was slow and time consuming and labor intensive because they wanted that intricacy on each coin.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's cool that you can still see all of that. So it's fun to...
It's in very good shape. You can see all the details on it.
Yeah, very cool.
And if you would like to see it, and if you haven't yet, jump on our Facebook page, The Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie, or the WDAY Facebook page, because this is being live streamed and you can see the coin and all the details on it. Michael did a fabulous job. I'm looking at it now. You can literally see all the details just on the video clip that he did.
I know. He's got a talent for that.
He really does.
Yeah.
If he ever wants to get out of radio, I guess. He can
Yeah.
go.
It looks so good.
I don't know.
It looks like
I don't
a
know if he wants to
QVC
do that.
production.
No, to everybody who just heard that, he's ours. You can't have him.
I don't think I don't know that this is the business he wants to go into, but he's very good at it.
Right.
He is. What I'm impressed with is that it literally looks so professional, like a QVC.
I know.
So we did have a bidder with a question. I don't know if this is one you can answer or not, Jill. Was the coin a circulated or an uncirculated coin?
I do believe that it was circulated based on its rating and some research I did.
Okay, sounds good.
So it was circulated, you believe?
Yes.
All right.
But nonetheless, still extremely rare, and back then, we were trying to remember the date off air. Janae and I were talking. I couldn't remember the date. I know prior to a certain date, the U.S. Mint, they were still making coins out of silver and gold, and then it changed after that, where they made like copper pennies and stuff like that. I don't recall what that date was, but this is at 1896 has got to be quite a bit of gold.
It's mostly gold
in that coin. Yeah.
I thought I read it was 90% gold and 10% copper.
Yeah.
I think that.
That's right. It's in the 90s somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did look at it, but I did not write that down, so I can't remember.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is that if it's 90% gold, 10% copper, not only are you still getting a piece of history, but gold holds significant value. Matter of fact, all gold's been doing since even last year when we auctioned off the coin has been continuing to go up. So, and I should say also a very, very special thank you to our coin again this year, donated by Fargo Parts and Equipment. Just tremendous people over there.
Absolutely. Great people. Super generous.
So, yeah, it is fun to be able to do this. And of course, time is running short if you're going to be a bidder. And we did have the caller with the question said he will be calling back in a few minutes. So you can too, but time's running out because we've got 15 minutes left. And then it's all over until next year at this time. So
701-293-9000 is the number to call to place your bid. We are currently at $1,500. It is the 1896 S Liberty Double Eagle AU58 golden coin.
Yep.
Absolutely
$20
beautiful.
gold piece. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did get a piece of information from Michael. So upon taking office in March of 1933, U.S. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt departed from the gold standard. So by the end of 1932, the gold standard had been abandoned in the global monetary system. So at that time was when the coins changed over to the current metals that are used today.
We are currently at $1,600. We just got a bid placed for $1,600.
Yeah. And thank you so much to our anonymous bidder as well for doing that.
Are we going to beat that? 701-293-9000.
Yep. And like we said, with the details you're getting, you can see the image on our live stream, but look that coin up for yourself. There are a number of items you can find out about the value of that coin as well. It's significant.
Mm-hmm.
It is significant. It is not a piece of change that I pulled out of the console of my car.
No.
This is a $20 Liberty Double Eagle gold piece. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely stunning coin. We are currently at $1,600. It's 10:16.
Mm-hmm.
Get those bids in. There's still time. 701-293-9000.
All right. Well, I would say because there's going to be a big flurry here at the end, let's go to break now. And then we will come back immediately after that and ride it right up until 10:30.
All right.
You are on the Coffee Club for the Ronald McDonald House Coin Auction 2023.
With Jiffy Lube Multicare, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Where highly trained service technicians have your back, helping you take care of the small stuff before it becomes big stuff. Plus a full range of services from Pennzoil oil changes to tires, brakes, batteries, and more. We've got what your car needs, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Jiffy Lube, 1780 South Columbia Road, Grand Forks.
Bonjour! Let Reed Event Center at Reese and Riley's Olive Oil and Bistro Bar in Moorhead host your next party, reunion, or corporate gathering, featuring an exquisite Mediterranean culinary experience with local ingredients and fresh handmade pasta, including gluten-free options. Casual or formal, Reed Event Center offers a unique and sophisticated experience. For bookings, call Reed Event Center at 218-303-1279 or visit reeseandrileys.com. Bon appetit!
At Pizza Done Right, it's all about the quality. Fresh handmade dough, delicious 3-cheese blend, and tangy sauce made from scratch every day. The name is there for a reason. Pizza Done Right, inside the bowler, where they pride themselves on serving up a top quality pizza at a reasonable price. Large 14-inch pizza starting at $14. Open at 5 p.m. weekdays and noon on weekends. Delicious, fresh-made pizza, wings, burgers, and more. Pizza Done Right, inside the bowler. Great for dine-in, carry-out, and delivery.
Light up the season by treating yourself to a new vehicle at Pucklich in Valley City. Choose from our wide selection of over 100 new Chevys available with special end-of-year savings. That means save nearly $8,200 on select new 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500s. As we wrap up the year, we would like to thank our loyal community as you have made our success possible. Merry Christmas from everyone at Pucklich Chevrolet GMC in Valley City. See dealer for details.
The Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie on WDAY Radio.
10:19, this is the Coffee Club, and it is our annual Ronald McDonald House Coin Auction.
Let our listeners know where we're at.
Yeah, well, over the break, and we've got a flurry here coming up in the last 10 minutes, we had a $1,600 bid. That has now jumped to $2,500. So, again, this bidder wants to remain anonymous. And all of the folks who have bidded, I know you want to remain anonymous,
Yes.
but, again, we just
wanna thank you.
Words cannot describe the charity that we just appreciate it so much, your generosity. So thank you very much for the bids you've made.
We do.
And I'm sure there'll be a few more coming in before we're done here. So
And again, that number is 701-293-9000 to place your bids. Currently, again, we are at $2,500. I think we can go a little higher
I
than
think
that.
we might end up doing that.
Yeah, all for the Ronald McDonald House here in our local area of the Red River Valley. It is, again, the 1896 S Liberty Double Eagle AU58 golden coin. It is beautiful. And I love how it represents the 13 colonies as well.
Yeah, that's so neat.
yeah, just the, being a history nerd myself, the history behind this. And seeing that there were only so many coins that were minted in the San Francisco Mint. And that makes a big difference in the value, too. You know, circulated is still an extremely valuable coin and rare.
Yes.
Uncirculated, even more so. I know several years ago there was a story about a couple walking in Northern California in a state park, and they discovered a coffee can that was partially exposed below a tree.
Yes.
And there were rumors that because around that time there was a theft from the San Francisco Mint. There were Liberty Double Eagle gold coins, about a couple hundred of them in this coffee can. And so, you know, we never did find out if they were part of that theft or not, but they're extremely rare.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want that public either.
Yeah.
No, I remember hearing that story, Ronnie.
Yeah. So, I mean, just the history behind these, you know, and there were a lot more mints in different parts of the country then than there are now. Now it's down to just a few. And at that time as well, the major travel across the United States, if you wanted to get something there, was ocean bound. And so a fair amount of these ships, even on the Atlantic side, were transporting coins between areas that had, the U.S. decided to give money, for example, to support a state or a cause. And then the ship went down in a storm, and some of these coins have never been found.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are the things that I kind of find, you know, neat about all of that. But this one you can have. We have this coin. It's not in a ship.
I know.
We do. It's right here. It's right here in the
hands.
studio.
Yeah.
701-293-9000, the number to call if you want to place your bid. Get your bids in. It is 1023. Again, it is that beautiful 1896 S Liberty Double Eagle AU58 golden coin.
Yeah.
And you guys said that AU58 means the condition it is
condition
in.
rating, yeah.
And it is in very, very good condition. You can see that when you go to our live stream on the Coffee Club with Janae and Ronnie or on our WDAY Facebook pages. Very, very good. Almost mint condition, I would say.
It is.
It is mint condition, actually.
And, you know, just again, you know, we thank everybody who has bidded so far. If you want to bid, you've got about 6.5 minutes left to do so. But the reminder is, not only are you getting this tremendous piece of history, but you're so kind and generous in helping out the Ronald McDonald House by doing that. So it's just if you want a holiday season feel good, this is it.
Yeah, you're directly impacting the families that are staying with us today and making sure that they don't have to worry about anything but getting their child well. And that's what we want. You know, we want to keep kids near the medical care they need with the family that they love. We don't want anyone to have to worry about not getting that treatment because they can't afford a place to stay, or not bringing their family because they don't have a place to stay.
Right.
You know, we don't want people to have to worry about that. We want them to focus on what matters most.
And now the modern facility, you know, because you used to be downtown across from Sanford there. Now you're next to the new Sanford facility, the new Ronald McDonald House, that you can do so much more with the new facility.
Yeah,
now.
we were able to add, and it seems simple, but you know, our rooms are very much like a hotel room now. Everyone has their own bathroom, which we did not have before.
Right.
So that's a very nice feature. We have an elevator, which we didn't have before, which is really helpful. We have some bigger rooms. All of our rooms are bigger than they were before, which is great. So having a place where you can have bigger families, where you can have a little bit more room to spread out, makes a big difference.
And making it cozy.
Yeah, absolutely.
To make it feel really like home.
Yeah. The kitchen is stunning. I mean, clearly I'm very biased, but I think it's stunning. You know, there's room for everybody. It's big and it's built so multiple families can be cooking at once. You know, we have a fully stocked pantry where they can make their own food if they want. Every family has their own storage for any food they would purchase. You know, we just want to make sure that families can do what feels good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
4.5 minutes.
It's not just helping the families locally. This is helping families across the whole state.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have families that are coming in from all over the state of North Dakota, Northwest Minnesota, even a few from the northeast corner of South Dakota. That's our bread and butter. That's where most of our families are coming from. But we've actually had families from Tennessee, Arizona, Alaska. You know, we have some from far away. Just depends. If you're driving through the area, something happens, there can be different things that happen. And some of it's for the just really quality medical care we have here. You know, there are some programs that are
the
specialized here.
Children's Hospital and the Roger Maris. I mean, yes, we have phenomenal medical care.
So we're very fortunate that way to have such great care here.
701-293-9000. We are approximately 4 minutes left here. So give us a call. 701-293-9000. The last few minutes. The current bid at $2,500. The highest bidder will get the coin. And we just received a bid.
I got to say it.
We just want to make sure there is a confirmation of the bid because it's at a number I haven't seen.
Nope.
So I just want to make sure this wasn't a mistype. Now, Janae's going to lose
Jacob?
it. Are you certain? Okay. Jacob is shaking his head.
Last year we raised $40,000. And I honestly, coming into this, Jill, didn't think we would even match that.
No.
We just got a bid in for $50,000.
That's unbelievable. See, now the tears, you guys.
$50,000. This person does not want to be known, but thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means.
That's amazing.
It's
unbelievable.
I'm just like shaking right now.
I think it says so much to like amazing generosity we have in this community. I mean, there are so many people that do so many good things and don't want anyone to know that they're doing it. And that is one of the coolest parts of my job is I get to see that, and I get to see it every day. And this is unbelievable. Yeah.
You know, if everybody in this world would be just a little bit like this person, we would be in such a better place.
Yeah, amazing.
It would be such a better world.
Yeah.
I'm out of words right now.
Yeah.
I honestly did not think. And I was stressed because of that. I'm like, we did 40,000 last year. I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think we're going to come close. $50,000.
That's amazing.
And we've got 2 minutes left. I mean, I have no way of knowing if we're going to top that or not, but I mean, I've got to offer that opportunity if there's somebody out there.
Yeah.
It's
701-293-9000. Jacob, are you sure you didn't add an extra 0 or 2 onto that? This is legit, right?
This is legit. I
mean, all right.
It has to be. If not, I'm pretty sure I'm in trouble.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I just very, very seldom, as everybody out there listening, and especially the folks around here know, I'm very rarely at a loss for words, but I am a crying mess right now because of the person's generosity. So we appreciate it very much.
Do your bodies feel something? Because I have like this chill kind of going through my body right now.
Isn't it an amazing feeling? Now, the coolest part is I get that all the time. I mean, it is unbelievable.
Well, and you
the
said,
generosity of this community.
You know, having the volunteers that you do, well over 2,300 last year, and you're on pace to break that this year. That's part of it. For many of us, that's the huge part of it, is being able to be there and volunteer and have that feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just it's unbelievable how people care. They care about their neighbor. Mm-hmm. And I think when, you know, a lot of time there's a lot of bad things we hear about and things, but underneath that, there's a lot of good stuff going on all the time.
Absolutely.
And it's people like this that are making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
$50,000
is our winning bid.
$50,000. Oh my goodness gracious!
I know.
And
amazing.
The winning bidder has asked to remain anonymous, but we did get their information. So Jill, you can speak with them.
Yep.
Afterwards and confirm everything. And it's just been a pleasure to have you in here.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Well, this means a lot to us.
It does.
Well, it means a lot to me too.
This means a lot that you are on our show to do this with us.
Well, and just one last shout out to Fargo Parts and Equipment for making this possible.
Thank you for making the coin possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be doing this at all without them.
Yeah. Fine people over there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't even know what to do right now.
I need to
we need to gather our thoughts.
I need to gather myself. Yeah.
I honestly didn't think that we were going to beat $40,000, and
Maybe it's because I just have that, that overly positive all the time feeling. There was about 25% of me this morning that thought there was a chance.
I was hoping for 41 or 40, 50,
right?
Just a little over it. But this is amazing. Thank you so much to that bidder. And not only the last bidder that gets a coin at $50,000, but all the people that called in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks to all the bidders that called in.
Thank you so much.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
Yeah. And it's like you had said, the fact that they had all remained anonymous is true generosity. I mean, you don't want recognition. You just want to do a good deed. Mm-hmm. And they all did that today.
We're gonna shout at Jay right now and let him know how much.
Yeah.
Did you hear how much? $50,000. $50,000.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
It is
amazing.
Well, we've got a little bit of news and weather, and we're going to collect ourselves here. And
we don't know what we're doing when we come back.
Yeah.
We got to think about this for a second and get over. I'm ready to go out in the hall and start shouting.
You're listening to the Coffee Club here on WDAY. People love Christmas cookies, and with all the